Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update of some studying that I was doing and I want to share it with you. And what we're going to be looking at today is getting started in candlestick charting. This is by Tina Logan. And what I wanted to point out was some information about volume and how volume can help you in your trading, especially in the cryptocurrency or Bitcoin space. It's so important to look at that volume when moves are taking place. So we're going to get into all this, guys. If you like these little short updates, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I also want to say Merry Christmas out there to all my brothers and sisters in Christ. I appreciate you guys being here with me today. I'm most likely not going to be able to get a video out tomorrow. We're going to be celebrating Christmas, spending some time with the family. So I wanted to get one or two out today, but I wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas before we got into all this. So first of all, what we're going to look at is analyzing volume patterns and trends. And four of the main things that we're looking at here and that this book talks about is number one, if heavy volume accompanies the formation of a bullish candlestick pattern, such as a hammer or a bullish engulfing pattern, it helps confirm that the stock may be putting in a bottom. So what you have to look at is in a downtrend, when you're having those lower highs and lower lows coming in, what we're paying attention to is a big stick of volume near the bottom with a bullish candlestick pattern. So say one of the bottom candlesticks is a bullish engulfing candle and it comes on a lot of volume. That's unusual because typically in downtrends, you're not going to have a lot of volume. So when you see that large stick of volume, that means that buyers are interested again, and you're seeing that change of hands to where, you know, some people are selling out, the weak hands are selling out, and you're having that volume climax while the smart investors are buying those cheap shares. So it's really important to look for that hammer, that bullish engulfing pattern, bullish piercing pattern on heavy volume. It's so important. Number two, an upside breakout after a period of consolidation is usually accompanied by heavy volume. In fact, the breakout is suspect, if not, and may be a false breakout. Volume attracts more buyers and is needed to propel the stock higher. Heavy volume may also accompany a downside break. However, it is not significant because the market can continue to fall under its own weight. And this is a very important point. So say, guys, you know, you had a big push up and we're moving sideways, even for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we're moving sideways, and that's consolidation. And then the next move that we have is up and it's on heavy volume. That's a true move. If all of a sudden the price starts to break up and it's not accompanied by heavy volume, most likely that's going to be what's called a false breakout. So that's something important. And then to the downside, like they were talking about, if you see that real heavy volume on a downside break, it's going to be even more significant. It could be, you know, very damaging in terms of how much the price could lose. You could be looking at 30, 40, 50% to a downside break. But also you have to remember that if you do have that downside break and it's not on big volume, that's okay because the market can naturally fall under its own weight. You don't have to have that big volume to the downside like you do to the upside, where you need that big volume to propel you to the upside. The next one we're looking at is after an upward move, if price pulls back or consolidates on diminishing volume, it is usually an indication that short-term traders are taking profits after a directional move rather than a large number of market participants exiting the stock. Another upside move often follows such case. So what they're talking about is that big push up, and you'll see this a lot on bull flags, especially in the cryptocurrency space. So you'll have that big push up, and then you'll have about a week where the candles are real tight and small, and you start to fall on diminishing volume, and then you have that next blast up. That's something that you always want to look for. So after a big push up, pay attention 3, 4, 5, up to 7 days or more to where you have that just sideways movement, a slightly down movement with real small candles on diminishing volume. That can be a sign that the next move that we have is going to be a big push to the upside. So that's something you always want to pay attention to. And then I wanted to share this. This is just a quick little thing here. But guys, for all the people who are here, I know a lot of people don't watch these. They want to hear about Bitcoin going to $1 million. They want to hear about Litecoin going to $2,000. But the people who can learn this stuff that's in books like this, you're going to be so much more successful than the people who just watch hodling videos and say, you know what, if I have 5 Litecoin, I'm going to be a millionaire. Guys, it's just not how it works in the stock market or in the cryptocurrency space or anything like that. There's such smart investors and there's such smart traders. You know, you're swimming in with the sharks, and we have to know this stuff so that we can play with them and actually be able to, you know, make profits in this space, as opposed to watching your account go down by 90%, which many people have seen if they hodled all the way through that big explosive move and just kept hodling all the way down to where we're at now. You've seen some prices, you know, go from $1,600 down to $40 in some cases. You've seen, you know, Bitcoin Cash go from $4,000 down to $189 right now. That's how crazy things can get, both to the upside as well as the downside. So you always want to protect yourself. but I'm proud of all the people who are watching these videos. Last thing I wanted to leave you with, you always want to remember, if price is rising and volume is rising, you're in a strong uptrend. If price is rising while volume is declining, uptrend is starting to weaken. So if you're climbing up, price is really moving up, but the volume's starting to go down, that could be a telltale sign that the trend could start rolling over to the downside. The next one, price is declining, volume is rising, that's going to be a strong downtrend. And then price is declining, volume is declining, that's a downtrend that's weakening. So I want to point this stuff out to you guys. Just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas. I hope you do some studying today. I'm going to try to get maybe one more video out today. I'd like to do like Bitcoin, Litecoin, and XRP, maybe put them all together and do some technical analysis on that. But I want to bring this video to you guys. If you get some from this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you all being here with me today. Merry Christmas and God bless, guys.